These are but a few of the children in Bumbwini village, Zanzibar. In our small village, there are thousands of children desperately seeking an education in facilities that cause lung disease and cancer. They have no textbooks, no water, no bathrooms, no desks, no chairs, and are forced to attend classes under a decaying, deadly asbestos roof that must be replaced immediately. We hope and pray that when you hear our story, you will be moved to help us rise from these circumstances, enabling us to take our place in the world through quality education in our own hard work. This is a story of 3 village schools that are being sponsored by Bumbwini Care Organization, also known as BUCO. It's a story with roots, as BUCO founders actually attended schools in this village many years ago. It is a story with sadness for the truly terrible conditions that teachers and students must face. It is also a story of joy, hard work, extreme love, and hope as the entire community inside and outside Bumbwini come together to make a difference. It is a story of rising together and the grassroots, sleeves-up approach to making a real difference. We hope you will help. This primary school at Bumbwini Makoba has 5 classrooms that have roofing that contains asbestos. Exposure to asbestos causes serious chronic respiratory disease. Inhaling asbestos fibers aggravates lung tissues and can cause several forms of cancer, including mesothelioma, lung cancer, ovarian cancer, and cancer of the larynx. Over the years, many innocent students and teachers have already been affected by this perilous situation. We have made this our number 1 priority for 2020. If we are able to raise only $10,000, we can completely eliminate this threat from the schools and save both children and teachers from these dreaded diseases. The replacement of the roofs brings additional blessings. The roofs are filled with holes that leak, pulling in dirty, rusted water and dropping it on the children. During the rainy monsoon seasons, which can last 3 to 4 months, this becomes a daily interruption to learning. The floors in most classrooms are in absolutely terrible condition. When the wind comes up, students and teachers are breathing in all that dirty sand that causes lung-related diseases. This is a typical classroom. With no desks or chairs, students are forced to sit on the dirty floor. They have no place to write but all bent over, using the uneven floor as a writing surface. It is a constantly painful experience for everyone and severely detracts from real learning. A school must have desks, chairs, a whiteboard, books, school supplies, and posters to help with the learning atmosphere. Properly supplying all Bumbwini schools and classrooms with adequate facilities and learning materials will be the number 1 priority for next year. We're looking forward for corporate sponsors to fit 1 classroom and are in desperate need of people to share our story through social media. If you can help us get this word out, please share this video or get in touch with us today. We're looking for volunteers who can build new classrooms or desks and chairs for the classrooms we have. None of the classrooms have doors or windows, and this will need to be a part of next year's work because as we equip a classroom properly, we must also secure it. As it is, we cannot keep the dust storms or rain from pelting us in the classrooms, and the open rooms invite a host of unwanted guests, such as rodents, insects, and possibly thieves. We are in a very poor community, and so we must also consider the possible loss of what we are working so hard to put in place. Each classroom must have some kind of window screening to allow airflow and window and door solutions that can be closed and locked at the end of each day. None of the schools have adequate facilities for administration, a school library, meeting facilities, or offices for the principal or staff. While this work will naturally come after the many threats to the children's safety are resolved, it is also important to note that we recognize the importance of such facilities and will work with each school to provide the basic infrastructure. We hope to find volunteers who can donate resource materials for a student library, including storybooks. There are actually several on Amazon written in Swahili. Several are reviewed at goodreads.com with links about where to purchase. At the end of the video, we will provide a mailing address for donated gifts. The Bumbwini secondary schools have a desperate need for a science lab that will allow the children to understand the scientific world around them. Science is critical to a future from Zanzibar and for the students of Bumbwini village. We need help in two areas. We need help with donations to properly equip the science labs in the schools, and we also hope to connect science teachers to work with our science teachers, sharing lessons online or even visiting and team teaching. The Bumbwini schools have a chronic shortage of water, both for drinking and sanitation. With temperatures consistently in the 80s and 90s Fahrenheit, with many days over 100 degrees, these conditions are entirely intolerable and incredibly dangerous. The schools are desperate for help in this area, both to bring more water to the school and to use technology to improve the quality of the water. We're hoping that we can reach people with experience in improving water systems to help us. If that is you, please be in touch. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. We hope it has moved you to join us in helping this village rise together. One person really can make a difference by sharing our story, volunteering hands-on help, or a donation that will allow us to make a difference. We sincerely hope that will be you, and we ask you to share this video through your social media connections. Asante sana! Bye! Kwaheri!